Welcome back to Breakfast. The summer sun might not be out in force this year, but that's no reason to stop the old slop slapping. Skin cancer is our most common form of the disease and kills more than 300 people every year. Here with some useful tips on how to protect ourselves is Dr. Jan Pearson from the Cancer Society's Health Promotion Team. Good morning to you, Dr. Pearson. It is an interesting point. The summer hasn't been great, but we still need to be vigilant.
Absolutely. Good morning to you. This year has been a very tricky summer, in fact, because it hasn't been great, because we've still got very high ultraviolet radiation in New Zealand, even on cool and cloudy days. So it does mean we need to be prepared for changes in weather and making sure we do take protection and wear appropriate clothing when we go out.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen stories about, sales of sun cream being dramatically down.
That hasn't been our experience. I think a lot of people certainly bought sun cream before Christmas in anticipation, which is very good. And we're still hoping that now that school's going back, that we'll have a good summer for another couple of months. In terms of the burn time, those sorts of things, the messages still need to... So we're still talking about that middle part of the day to, if you can, take some shade. We say between the months of September and April and between the hours of 10 till 4, but if you look in the newspaper these days, there's a sun alert which will give you more specifics for the region that you're actually living in. So that is the time that we say you have to be extremely careful.
That's an interesting point. So after 4, because quite often you can be sitting out on the deck, for example, it's blazing sun at 6 o'clock and you think, oh, I don't need to worry about block because it's after 4. Are you safe?
Not necessarily. It depends where you live in the country, especially if you live in Auckland and further north. It could still be higher than the 3 that we say you need to protect from after those hours, yes.
Now there's a lot of new technology coming on board. We're hearing about an iPhone app that can help you scan your skin for any sort of trouble spots.
Yes, that's right. There is an iPhone app. It's quite expensive, and it will you need to take an individual photo of something, and it will send it away and tell you what your risk is or whether it's something you need to go to your doctor about. But we say that the best thing is to know your own skin, and if there's any changes in moles or bumps, you should go and seek a health professional's advice.
So perhaps not something you should really rely on then?
I think it's good to raise your awareness, and but it would be something you'd have to be really diligent about re-photographing that same mole or spot to see if there's any changes. It's much easier to just check your skin and notice those.
I mean, blokes are pretty useless at this sort of thing and getting themselves off to the doctor. Are they at high risk?
They are, and they actually have higher rates of melanoma, which is the most dangerous form of skin cancer. In fact, for the age group 25 to 44, dying of melanoma is the second death from cancer in New Zealand. So and there's some Australian research I heard about last week which was saying that men don't use sun protection, wear protective clothing and hats as much as they should.
So maybe a little bit of gentle prodding from the partner might be required here to just to get blokes to check things out.
And a bit of self-responsibility, yes.
Yes.
Self-responsibility, Jan. Anyway, just one question. I live in a household of varied ages, and seriously, it feels like they have to get their first sunburn before they realise, oh yes, the sun is dangerous, I do get burnt, I need to use cream. How do we get that top of mind, I need to protect myself, without the reminder burn?
Well, often it's about educating. I think parents in New Zealand are fantastic, and the SunSmart Schools program that we run and encourage schools to have policies and teach children about it. But I think unfortunately you're right, sometimes children do, or someone does get a burn before they really realise the seriousness. We hope that doesn't happen because sunburn isn't good long term and can cause cancers.
Dr. Jan Pearson, Cancer Society Health Promotion Manager, thank you for coming on Breakfast.
Thank you.